Shalom Achim. I'd like to begin by giving all praise, all honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakal Kadesh, Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yahweh Shah, Barakata Yahweh, Barakata Yahweh Shah, the water Yahweh, what Yahweh Shah. Forgive me this truth, and forgive me the inspiration and motivation to do this quick video. Alright. Alright, so yeah, I would like to give a double honor to the apostle elders of GMS, known as Great Millstone, and a salute and shalom to you, Akim out there, the whole full elect. Alright, utterances up, we could be found the number to be delivered, but for now, we're going to keep it pushing, man. Alright, hey, we ought to submit to the Lord, man. Alright, scripture say, to draw nigh to the Most High, he would draw nigh to you. So with the Most High, anything is possible, man. Like I said, a lot of these people, they like to boast in the flesh and all this. But me personally, I'm a servant of the Most High, man. I'm a servant of Yahweh, Yahweh Shah, man. So, we gotta do what we gotta do in order to get things right, man. All right. But yeah, man, I want to say also Shalom Wabarakim Labokariam Shal Yasha Allah, man, which means peace and blessings to the elect of Israel. All right. So yeah, Akim, man, we continue to push prophecy, man. And just be aware of the signs and the times, man, because it's everywhere, the Lord, like I said, starting with the tribe of Judah. I always said this in the past, I'll say it again, starting with the tribe of Judah, that's who the Lord gonna be rousing up out here, man, so I can definitely get prepared for the times to come. All right. So I'm gonna start off with this scripture right here. This the book of 1 Corinthians 14. All right, and like I say, the water Yahweh, Yahweh Shah, forgive me the truth, because most people, they lost out there, and then it's like they're not gonna be able to win the war, the spiritual warfare, because they're already lost and they're too entangled with the world. So a lot of you people that that don't got the names, you're subject to payment. Well, I guess you could say, most of us are subject to payments, but us that really have this truth, we truly have, we truly are gonna have rights in the kingdom, and we're, right now we truly have hope, but the rest of this world, they're losing, like in reality, if you think about it, because they're fighting a battle that's carnal, and then not only that, scripture says how their horses are but flesh, man. So these people are gonna perish, they're gonna collapse, they're gonna drop dead, and I'm talking about these people that are, that are of the world, Jake, that are like, not even in this thing of ours, man, that are not, just that are not ordained, man, that are not, chosen. And you can tell when, you can tell when, someone's of the world, and that, because, the Lord's chosen, the chosen elect we're talking about, they're men, so, and then, but you can tell when someone's boastful or someone's prideful and they're of the world, you can check their history. Even the Most High knows these people's history and their background, everything they've done, like the Lord isn't, a man that he should lie, and as for us, like, we're not fools either. We're not, we're not, it's not like we're clueless, man. We know what's going on, man. Scripture says, as for you damn heathen, because you heathen are already cursed, but yeah, it's not like we're confused, man. We know what the hell's going on. We're not ignorant like most of you people. Most of you people that's in the world, man, you're ignorant. And then not only that, scripture says how you heathen are going to be ashamed and confounded, man. All right, so let's get this out. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 39 through 40. All right. And how are we going to be able to, like, slay or wound, or even also, achieve some kind of great success is through the Hebrew language, man. That's how we're gonna get the victory, all right, Jake? You gotta wake up out here, man. That's how we're gonna get that victory, and that's how we're gonna escape this calamity to come, all the destruction and just the blasphemy of the people and their all these naysayers and what they gotta say, all this, deceit. This is how we're gonna prevail through the Hebrew language. That's the only way, by putting up prayers daily and hearkening unto Yahweh Yahweh Shah, man. The true power that be in heaven and earth. Nothing else. There's no way, no else about it. These heathen are gonna be ashamed and confounded. We're gonna be above all nations. They're gonna be the ones to bow down. They're gonna bow down to the slaughter. Our people, the scripture says, by the hand of my people Israel. The Lord's dealing with what? The stock of Abraham, the descendants of Adam, the generations of Jacob. That's who he's dealing with. He's not dealing with nothing else. He's dealing with the children of Israel. Yasha Allah, man. These people are finished out here, bro. The Lord is raising up a great nation, man. The nation of Israel, man. That are going to be rulers, man. The scripture says how we're going to rule the nations with a rod of iron. All right. It's time to wake up, man. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 38. But if anyone is ignorant, let him be ignorant. Therefore, brethren, desire earnestly to prophesy. And do not forbid to speak with tongues. Yeah, so desire. This is something you should desire, to grasp hold of the Holy Bible, actually, man. So grab hold of the book, man. It says what? To desire earnestly to prophesy. All right? So we got to stick to the words of prophecy, man. This ain't no joke, man. All right? We're out here to warn our people, man. The warning is already gone out. And like I said, we're going to get victory through the Lamb, which is Yahweh Shah, man. And we got to be able to sacrifice in this thing. If we're going to sacrifice anything, it has to be correct, And like I said, always come correct in this truth, man. Grasp hold of this word. Salakia, yeah. Grasp hold of this word while you can, man. We're in that time where these things are drawing near, man. Where we must be able to offer unto the Lord the correct thing, man. A correct thing, All right. But yeah, man. We're in that time, man. Okay, so let me see what else I can get. Matter of fact, I'm gonna continue. It says, verse 40, let all things be done decently and in order. That's right. And this is why the Lord, he has ordained prophets rising up early, betimes, no rest, until the Lord establishes the kingdom. Jake, don't you want the kingdom? These are things you have to, start by doing. Is living by the word, man. All right, because the holy angels are around us, man. They're watching. All right. Okay, since the day of our fathers, man. Okay, always following after the ways of our fathers, never forsaking that path, man. All right. This is that great glory that the Lord is going to shoot forth, man. He's going to magnify his name and exalt us as a nation, man. We're no longer going to be oppressed. We're no longer going to have to be in captivity. We're going to be able to explore, man. Don't you want to explore and, because there's so much things, man, up ahead, man, that, we can look after, man. All right. So this is Jeremiah chapter 7, verse 25. And, we're not in the time of playing games, man. You got these older guys, they might be in their 30s and their 40s, and they're still playing around, man. Nah, man, now it's time to get, like I said, grasp hold of this word and, cleanse your hands, ye sinners, yes, but you got to be able to really, get the work done, man, That way, because, look, the scripture says our works follow us, man. So when we get the work done, what? It is finished, man. All right? So we need that victory, man. That victory is coming through the Hebrew language. Like I said, the Hebrew language is the only way that we're going to be able to get the victory and to be able to escape all this calamity and the time of Jacob's trouble as well. You know, the Lord is gonna perform for us, man. He's gonna be our protection, all right. He's gonna save us in that time, because best believe, Yahweh Shah is gonna be doing his thing too, man. All right, because he's coming. Listen, he said, "I'm not gonna meet you as a man." He's coming back as an angelic, you know, he's coming back as a conquering lion, as a angelic, being, as a conquering force, So, but that's what it is, all right? So, man, all right? And that's what it is. The Lord is just coming back to save his people, the nation of Israel, and also to just basically bring salvation, all right? That's all that has to be on our mind. Salvation, the whole full year of deliverance, man. That's what it is. This is the whole full year of deliverance. This is what we're looking forward to, man. Salvation for this great nation, the nation of Israel, nothing else, nothing else to be said. While these other guys out here that are just, stiff-necked and hard-hearted, they don't get it, man, because they don't get the basics, man. This is why we always got to repeat these things to Jake, man, because it's like, yo, why do we want to rely upon the end? It's all about the beginning, man. This is our beginning, man. These people are fools out here, man. A lot of you people are fools. But yeah, this is Jeremiah chapter 7, verse 25. Since the day that your fathers came out of the land of Egypt until this day, I have even sent to you all my servants, the prophets, daily rising up early and sending them, you see? So we're rising up early, man. The Lord is sending us out here daily, man. You got to have heart. You got to be firm in this thing. You got to stay strong. This is the only way. That's why the scripture says, the Holy Bible, it tells us precept upon precept, line upon line, meaning you got to have some kind of structure, some kind of order, man, some kind of conduct in this thing, man. All right. The Lord, listen, always pray for healing too, man. The Lord is going to heal us. He's going to actually renew us, man. He's renewing our minds right now. We're about to receive the new covenant. Once it be established, we're going to get those new bodies and we're going to be changed, man. And in the midst of all this World War III and all this calamity, Jacob's trouble, we're going to be able to have a spot in those chariots, man. We're going to be able to even hop in the vehicle, man, and be above, be above the, all right. Yeah, it's, be above the firmament, basically, all right? Which, the firmament is what the Lord already established, man. The host of angels and all that, we're going to be amongst that. We're going to be in that number, man, the multitude, that great multitude. I don't want to stop, man, So, Lord willing, the Lord seals us up out of here, man, because this is what we're looking forward to, man. All right, let me read that again. This is Jeremiah chapter 7, verse 25, and it says, since the day that your fathers came out of the land of Egypt until this day, I have even sent to you all my servants, the prophets, daily rising up early and sending them. You see, the Lord, man, the Lord is out here, man. He's doing his thing, man. He's performing, He's the Ancient of Days, the Most High, Yahweh himself, and then his only begotten son, Yahweh Shah, man. All right, how you think all these world wars stir up? It's by the Lord himself, Yahweh Shah, man. He's about to step foot on this earth and make himself known, man. All right. Nah, but, the Lord, he's always been doing this, making his appearance, man. All right. So scripture tells us this, man. Jeremiah 33, check it out. Jeremiah 33 and 16, listen. It says, in those days Judah will be saved, and Jerusalem will dwell safely. And this is the name by which she will be called the Lord our righteousness, man. You see? The establishment, man. Jerusalem, man. All right? That city of peace, man. All right? That city of peace, man. All right? That's what's coming, man. This is why the Lord requires us to study, Akim. Study is very needful, man. All right? This is 2 Timothy 2:15, and it reads, give diligence to present yourselves approved by the Most High, a workman who does not need to be ashamed, properly handling the word of truth. Yo, properly handling the word of truth, man. So it's like, yo, all this theatrics, all this extra stuff, that Jake likes to do, man. Listen, we're handling this word of truth, man, and sincerity, man. You understand? You gotta have heart in this thing, man. All this extra edits and the adjustments with the nah, man, don't need for that. Just simply plain truth. The Lord requires 100% from us, man. All right, coming from the heart. We're talking about sincerity here, so properly handling the word of truth is very important. And this is what us as diligent workmen are gonna do. We're gonna seek to be approved by the Most High. There's nothing else, but with that, peace, power, and safety to the 12 tribes of Israel. With that, Kwame Sha'Allah, man. Shalom.